You know, when you think of athletes who just defy time, Cristiano Ronaldo has to be at the top of the list. It's almost superhuman, right? So today, we're going to pull back the curtain and really dive into the blueprint of a champion. We're breaking down the legendary training system that keeps him at the absolute peak of his game. Yeah, just look at that number 40. I mean, let that sink in for a second. By 2025, he's 40 years old, an age where most top tier athletes have hung up their boots for years. But Ronaldo? He's still out there competing at the highest level of a brutally demanding sport. It's incredible. So the big question is, how on earth does he do it? It's easy to just say, oh, he's talented. But it's so much more than that. It's a system, a really carefully engineered system of training, philosophy, and recovery that he's been perfecting for like 2 decades. So let's get into the first piece of that puzzle. Okay, so it all starts right here with the very foundation of his success, his training philosophy. And I want you to forget everything you think you know about, say, traditional bodybuilding. For Ronaldo, it has nothing to do with just looking good in a mirror. It is all about being ruthlessly effective on the pitch. Think about it like this. A bodybuilder builds muscle for aesthetics, for size. Ronaldo's goal is completely different. He's not building, he's sculpting. He's creating a body that's a perfect tool for football. Every single lift, every exercise he does in the gym, it has to have a direct purpose on the field. If it doesn't make him faster, stronger, or more agile in a game situation, he's just not doing it. And this really lays it out perfectly. Look at the difference. His functional training is laser focused on performance. It's all about questions like, how fast can I get to that ball? How high can I jump for that header? Bodybuilding, on the other hand, is all about getting bigger. For Ronaldo, it's pure athletic output. It's speed. It's power. It's not just about muscle mass. And the result of this whole approach, it's it's staggering, really. He keeps his body fat percentage incredibly low, somewhere between 7 and 9%. And why does that matter? Well, that super lean physique is basically the engine for his explosive speed. Less weight to carry means faster acceleration. It's a huge piece of the puzzle. So, this whole philosophy, it isn't just some vague concept, right? It's actually built on three really clear, distinct pillars. And when you put these three things together, that's what creates the insane athletic engine we see out there on the field, game after game. Right? Here it is. His three-part system for really total athletic dominance. It all kicks off with a foundation, the bedrock of everything he does on the pitch: explosive strength. Now, when we say strength, don't just picture him trying to lift the heaviest thing in the gym. That's not the point. He focuses on what are called compound movements. So, exercises like squats or deadlifts that work a ton of muscles all at once. Think about it. A deadlift isn't just for your legs. That power it builds in your back, your core, that's exactly what he uses to hold off a massive defender who's trying to push him off the ball. It's functional. Okay, pillar number 2, raw power. This is the fun stuff. This is where that famous gravity-defying jump comes from. You know the one I'm talking about. He does a lot of plyometrics, which is really just a fancy word for explosive jump training, like box jumps. The goal is to generate the most force in the shortest amount of time. And the result? His vertical leap is up there with elite NBA players. That's no exaggeration. That's how he seems to just hang in the air waiting for the ball on those headers. And then we have the final piece, pillar 3, elite speed. This is what gives him the gas tank to dominate for a full 90-minute match. Sprints give him that top-end breakaway speed, for sure, but it's the drills with cones and ladders that give him that crazy agility, letting him change direction on a dime. And he's smart about it, too. He mixes in things like swimming, which builds amazing endurance without beating up his joints. It's a complete package. But look, you can train that hard all you want, but it's only half the battle. You literally can't keep that up day after day without breaking down. And that brings us to what might be his actual secret weapon. The thing that makes all that intense training possible, his obsession with recovery. He genuinely treats his body like a Formula One car. And just like a race car, the maintenance and repair are just as crucial as what happens on the track. For him, recovery isn't just sitting on the couch, it's an active strategy. We're talking about a whole system here, stretching and yoga to stay flexible, and even using things like cryotherapy chambers, which use extreme cold to slash inflammation. It's all designed to get his body repaired and ready to go again faster than anyone else. And if you want proof of his dedication, look no further than how he sleeps. We're all told to get our 8 hours a night, right? Well, he throws that out the window. He's famous for taking up to 5 short, strategic naps a day. It's a whole method designed to maximize muscle repair and keep him mentally sharp around the clock. It's next level commitment. Okay, so we've got the training pillars, we've got the recovery strategy, but what does that actually look like day to day? How does it all fit together in a real week? Well, let's take a look at the champion's blueprint. So here's a sample week, and what I want you to notice is the balance. It's not just go, 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 lifting and sprinting every single day. Look, you've got specific days for lower body strength, then others for upper body and agility. And just as important, you see those days blocked out for active recovery and even complete rest. This right here is the blueprint in action. It's that perfect mix of incredibly hard work and really, really smart recovery. When you look at all this, you realize legendary status isn't something you're just born with. I mean, talent is part of it, of course, but this is a lifestyle. It's a mindset. It's something forged in relentless daily dedication. It's proof that real, lasting success comes from hard work, discipline, and consistency. And it kind of makes you think, doesn't it? What's the blueprint we're building for ourselves?